All right, guys. What's going on? It's your boy Brandon from Audio Addiction. We have a special guest with us tonight. His name is Derril, and he's from the band The Ansible.
Hello.
Not product placement here, you know?
You didn't have to wear that.
Listen, I know I didn't have to wear it, but I am going to. If Jerry came on here, I don't have an Across Oceans shirt, so I couldn't do it. But repping the boys in Kingdom of Giants. Salutes. Love those guys. But tonight, listen, we're here. We're here to worship, you know? So I'm stoked. How stoked are you, Derril?
I'm pretty excited, man.
I know you're a Sleep Token stan. You know, we're gonna go see them in September. So in Philly. So come say what's up to us.
I know, man.
If you're coming out with you. Yeah. If you're coming out, come say what's up to me and Derril. We're gonna be hanging out at the Philly show at Union Transfer on September 9th. And it's sold out. The whole tour, every date is sold out. They're blowing up. So big salutes. Sleep Token.
I know. I don't even know. I don't know if there's other bands playing. Like, from what I understand, there's not. They're just like doing like a full-on worship ritual.
I would respect that. Hey, can they play all 3 albums front to back?
I doubt it. I mean, I don't know if anybody could do 3 albums back to back.
I don't know, man. Listen, Under Oath did They're Only Chasing and Define back to back, so why not add a third, man?
That's true. We should look up and see how long those albums are.
We should, yeah. I can't because my computer is gonna poop out. But anyway, guys, thank you for joining us. If you have saved your time and energy to take a listen to Take Me Back to Eden, well, we're gonna go through the whole damn thing. So I'm very excited. Most of these songs I have listened to, and that's okay. You know, we're still gonna enjoy them, and I hope you guys are stoked because I'm hyped. I've been waiting. Stoked. I'm not gonna lie, I did get an early access link to this album, and I have patiently waited to not listen to it until this very moment. I just want to let you know the patience. Truly, Daryl's like,
how long have you had it?
I've had it for a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks.
Dude, see, this
resiliency,
is why I can't do what you
baby.
do. I can't. There's no way.
Big salutes to Atom Splitter. They're the ones who sent it over to me. So much love.
Oh, sweet, man.
Yeah, there's a couple albums that I have that I can't talk about because I don't want to get, policed. So, but anyway, we waited. This is the truest reaction because I had waited all this time to not listen to it. So, without further ado, this is an hour long, and I'm imagining most people like to sleep. So, we are going to start off into the first song, which is Chokehold, one of the singles that were released out of 6 singles that were released, I think. So, that's crazy. So, let's get into Chokehold. Are you ready to worship, Derril?
I'm good. I'm ready to go.
Let's go. He's got like that R&B kind of like soul, man.
Yeah, it's super soulful. He uses his whole throat to articulate.
That falsetto, that break.
That swap from chest to head
voice,
is intense.
Woo.
Oh,
so much layer.
Yeah. Every song has just probably 30-40 tracks in it. I'm a sucker for imagery too.
He's got some great imagery, I will say that. That drumming part, man. Their drummer is so underrated.
Dude, he just knows how to find a pocket and groove.
That's true, yeah.
But he's also, I'm sure he's capable of more.
I saw your man. I don't care, man. Do whatever you want.
Oh no, I stopped because of the thought. This is the first song. And you just get pummeled by a wave of second.
Oh, that ending, that way he lets out that like long note at the end. Ooh.
Yeah, very theatrical too. Like the long breath at the end that he made sure to get caught in the mic, and it's probably like 3 of them layered into each other if you dug deep into it. But my favorite thing about this band is you can listen to an album from start to finish and every song has its place and purpose.
Oh, 100%. Funnily enough, on my way back home, I was listening through all day. I was listening to Sundowning and This Place Will Become Your Tomb, just to kind of get a better idea of, everything and what they've done. And I've listened to like all of the singles all together as well. And I'm just like, God, man, this band is unreal. I don't care what anybody says. I think they well deserve their fame, that they're getting right now.
Yeah, and I've seen a lot of argument about them blowing up and people saying what they're saying, but like they are the detail of everything that they put into it, like it means something to them. So whether you like it or not, you can't say that it's fake. Like,
oh, for sure.
It's, I mean, Vessel one, I choose not to look into the lives of the members. I like the lore personally.
I don't really care who is a part of the band. I just know that they are a very talented group of artists.
Yeah, but the amount of dedication and devotion you have to go into painting an entire picture, creating an entire soundscape, it's incredible.
It is. AH146 9696. There's so many numbers on that name, but I respect it. They asked, what's y'all's favorite of the singles?
Oh sorry, I just pulled up chat. I wasn't paying attention.
I'm gonna say The Summoning. I think that one was my favorite, just because that break, at that like weird funky break in that song at the end just threw me. And I think that one, I still argue, is the one that no matter how many times I listen to that song, it just shook me. And so I feel like The Summoning. Though I will say, Do You Wish That You Love Me, that one gets stuck in my head a lot. So
yeah, and honestly, that's mine. And I like it got released like so awkwardly in comparison to the others, which has, to me, has a little bit of a meaning to it, right? Like,
sure, yeah.
But I interpret the song, and when we come to it, I'll tell you. But I interpret the song in a way that I don't think everybody does.
Oh, okay. And I like that.
And so we'll
suspense. All right.
But I agree that The Summoning, and for a lot of reasons, right? Like it offers you a full spectrum of what the band is, which makes it a great second song.
Agreed.
But of course, the ending of this song.
Oh,
ugh.
That
right?
Yeah. I can't.
I'm not gonna say anything. We'll just let it, because just in case somebody's here that hasn't seen it, we'll get there. Also, thank you, Jared.
Yeah, Jared really
a very sweet thing to say.
Jared said, I'm gonna say it because I feel like if Derril read it, then it would be a little bit narcissistic. So I'm gonna read it just to, not because I'm repping anything or something, just saying. Jared said, also just listen to the Ansible track for the first time just now. Dig the hell out of the cleans. They remind me of a blend of Steven from Amberlin and Dallas Green. Super good, Derril.
That's pretty cool. I love
the voice like that. Answered back and said, I like Aqua, Regia. It grew on me like a fungus. I would agree with that one as well. I think at first I was like, I don't know how I feel about that one. But then once they released Do You Wish That You Loved Me, I was like, okay, I get it. They're and then listening back to some of the older albums, I was like, okay, this taps into some of the more like pop stuff. Reminds me of like Sugar. I'm like, okay, I can see where it's coming from. Atlas Slater says, this album beat me the hell up today. You are not ready.
I've been reading that a lot today.
I also have been reading that a lot.
So
are we gonna cry on here? Maybe. I don't know. Wouldn't be the first time.
I don't care.
Wouldn't be the first time on here. Just want to say. Point it out. But
I don't know if we're ready. I'm ready, but I'm not ready.
I feel like we're ready in spirit, but when it actually comes down to it, we're just gonna break down. So, but want to say we gotta talk about Chokehold. We'll kind of keep the singles brief because I feel like everyone at this point has listened to the singles. But I will say I really enjoyed this one a lot when it first released, and I have like exponentially loved it even more as like every single kept releasing. I was like, oh, okay, I'm loving this one. This one is also good. Then you go back and listen to Chokehold. You listen to Summoning. You're like, okay, I like that. And then you listen to Granite, and you're like, Chokehold, okay. And then by the time it's over with, you're just like, I could sing this whole song. Like I could have lip synced the whole entire thing, but I didn't want to seem like a cheese ball.
Well, I'm actively trying not to. So in case there's people that are watching this that didn't get to listen to it yet, I don't want to ruin it. Like,
yeah. I feel that.
Yeah, I can sing every word of every single, depending on the mindset. Usually first thing before I've gone to work, like for sure.
I feel that. But the song itself is great. I think it just gets better with time, like as being kind of this song and the Summoning being kind of like the first two singles. I feel like they're ones that I just immediately love, and I appreciate the fact that this is the first song to start off the album with. I think it really puts you in that mood. And I'm curious if the last song is really gonna just like bring everything home to I
don't know. Atlas's title track dethroned Chokehold for him.
Ooh,
and that's saying a lot, because Chokehold, like the first thing I noticed about Chokehold was like they chose these like big theatrical sounds to start that song, right? And so it tells you, it's like preparing you for like the suspense and the action throughout. But then they hit you with those drums that's like 90s underground hip hop.
Yeah. And then the swing, it's kind of got like a swing to it, especially like in the choruses. I feel like that's where it really just like once that chorus comes in and everything, like the like beefy guitars, the bass work, like everything about it just kind of like culminates to this big moment. So I don't know. I'm very excited because if the singles were that good, I feel like some of the other songs that we haven't listened to yet have been like, I feel like they were pretty methodical in the singles that they chose, and I'm kind of glad that they pick. I wouldn't say that all of the I would imagine all of the songs are going to be heavy, but to some degree. But to start it off with literally the two heaviest songs, plus I would say Vor maybe. But yeah, I'm excited.
Vor's like friggin' Thal, man. Like, just hits you with like these like trashy like black metal vocals, like the way they're produced. Oh, it's so good.
I love it. TCB says, just finished listening to the album. Hell of a ride. Enjoy, boys. We're starting it off strong. We still have not made it out of track one, which we probably should keep
we've only listened to Chokehold.
Jared said Derril's onto something. This album is an experience. Callbacks, motifs everywhere.
There's a meaning to all of it. Somebody's elaborate mind comes up with some crazy shit. I'm here for it.
I would agree. But yeah, Chokehold, great track. I don't feel like there's much to say about it. I think it's one of the best songs that I've heard from them. Going further, I feel like the top 5 songs on this album are going to be very tough to squeeze out, but we're going to do it. So we're going to move it on to the next one, unless, Derril has any final words for the Summoning.
I think we've delayed enough.
Okay, we're moving on to the Summoning then. Just that beef, baby.
Progressive roots in this song.
That fill after that break,
the off timing. Polyrhythms, I like polyrhythms.
That falsetto, his melody choices are so tight.
Machine gun breakdowns, holy shit.
That little piano riff, I feel like there's little notes that I don't pick out on some listens.
Every time I listen to this, I hear something different.
There is something different, yeah. It's magical.
Can you imagine what it's like to play this song live?
No, but we'll see it though, so. This bridge is hashed out so well with the layering, man. Oh.
Yeah, man. The high filter vocals that are in there. Yeah, I'm expressing with my hands.
I can't wait to hear this part live. This is tight. I may or may not give Derril a forehead kiss after this.
That last note is an interesting choice.
That it is. Oh, God. Guys, track 2, The Summoning. If you're just tuning in live, thank you for joining us. We have 10 people here in the chat. That's awesome. Love it. TCB said there are trap elements to a particular song on this album. Vessel is legit rapping. Bro, as if they couldn't like break barriers more, you know? They hit you with the funk like outro thing.
Oh, listen, I don't know how many deep heads are here, but like 6 years ago, the one and only interview with Vessel, he said they asked him about his genre choices, and he was like, that's a meaningless conversation. Like, if you see things with boundaries, you're never going to live up to your full potential, essentially. I'm paraphrasing, but it is a true statement, and I'm here for it. Go ahead and rap. Go ahead. Dude, do everything. As long as you do it well, I'm here for it.
Who cares? Yeah, it's gonna be sick. And I mean, I think they crushed the funk, like the funk part. I don't know how. I mean, I kind of do know how because they're just tight.
Dude, it's the like wah flange bass, dude. Like that. Like
it's still sick though. I don't care. I think it's awesome.
Well, and then there's a saxophone just like ripping in the background, like, but it's so small in the mix that you forget it's there until you hear it again, and you're like, oh, that. You're
like, as if it couldn't get any better, right? Yeah. They're like, then
I'm sorry if you get demonetized, by the way.
We might. We might. It's all right.
Did we make it 30 minutes in? I don't even know how long it's been.
We're alive. It doesn't matter. You know, we're here.
That's true.
Somebody asked if I asked again. I'm just gonna shorten it because it's gonna be easier than repeating a million numbers. But they said, y'all more sundowning or this place will become your tune. I feel like I'm a sundowning homie. I love that one.
Yeah, and honestly,
But this place isn't bad though.
Oh, I mean, I love everything. Yeah, like first and foremost, I am, as you said, I am quite the fan.
Some might say
I am, and I heard Jaws on a playlist one time.
Yeah. Okay.
And there was only singles, and then one day Greg sent me a link, and it was Sundowning, and it was The Offering.
Oh.
And I hadn't realized that they had started releasing new music. And he just sent me that, and I listened to it, and I was like, "What? What is that?
Did you sell me sleep? Did you sell me Sleep Token? I can't even remember. I think you might have. I think you probably did. I would guess.
Dude, I was hooked as soon as and the way they release music traps me
the singles. Yeah, it was the single.
Right.
Because I remember with Sundowning, they just released a bunch of singles, and then they were like, "Hey, here's the album." I was like, bro, what?
Yeah, but the way they do it is they give you just long enough to learn all the words and like
it's immersive.
You've gotten like a good feel of the song if you listen to it like me, I should say. Maybe I
don't know. I listen to it a lot. I'll be fair.
Dark Signs is a good
Dark
song.
Signs is a great song, yeah. All of the singles that they had released, and then when they released the album, I was just like, yeah, I'm buying this right now. I'm vinyl. Give me it. And then I did it.
But I get hit with "You Are a Garden Entwined," and I was like,
yes.
Oh, this is some. We got Bill Shakespeare over here.
Yeah,
like,
Doth.
I was ready for it.
I thought that's what was gonna happen next. They're just gonna go into all Shakespeare. Also, I love Jared's
I want to point out, Jared. Yeah, there'll be a lot of born babies in October.
Probably, I would definitely say that. The Light Shineth also asked if we had listened to any of the new songs. We have not. We only listened to the singles. So
I purposefully all day avoided my like social media groups and everything because I wanted to go into it clean. Like, I'm here for the new songs on fresh ears. If I cry, you're welcome.
I purposefully waited 2 weeks to listen to this album, so
yeah, that's right. If you haven't been here since the very beginning, the first thing he told me was that he's had it for like 2 weeks.
I have.
How?
It's people, things, the magic of the internet. I mean, I have been doing this for 7 years, so I feel like, I have to have some level of like clout somewhat. So I don't feel like I have clout, but I appreciate the people that show love. So, like Derril. That's why Derril's my best friend. Jared said, we stand sundowning here. God bless.
You're my best friend too.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
We stand sundowning here.
Yeah,
for sure.
I don't know. I think this place will become your tomb is probably just shit on the most, but I genuinely, they're both great albums. I can't.
I don't understand why. I mean, dude, Sundowning was the start of like real popularity. Like they went transatlantic. People in the States started noticing them. People in Australia, people in Japan, like, the places where metal is more
prominent.
Prominent. Thank you. That was the word.
You got it. I got you, bud. That's why we're best friends.
And that album came at a time for a lot of people that they were stuck at home all the time and yada yada. That's all know what that's like. And then, it's a snowball effect. Like I listened to both albums pretty equally, honestly. Like Atlantic is also a killer first track, and it follows all the way through.
And Hypnosis after that. Ooh, tell me. I love it.
Plus, like, dude, there's an a cappella song on the album.
I know. Oh, it's so good. Fall for Me. Oh, respect.
Yes. Won't you fall for me? I gotta see. That makes me want to get a vocoder.
That you gotta do it. You should do it. Also, said, I'm curious what type of Sleep Token songs y'all prefer because I'm trying to predict the new ones you will love. I think we're gonna love all of it, to be fair. So I don't, I think there's a very low bar for us loving Sleep Token songs, and that threshold has been capped out already. So I feel like we're gonna enjoy all of it. In terms of level of enjoyment, will vary greatly, but I think based off of what I've read so far, we have some good ones coming. So I don't want to keep anybody waiting any longer. So I'll kind of speed run some of these comments. It's like, tell me when you are all ready to put Ascensionism or the Apparition on repeat for the next 10 days. That's some high praise. I feel like if that's a song that you're just listening to for a straight 10 days, that's kind of rad. Everybody said Rain's on another one as well.
Yeah, I'm going to live in the album for the next 10 days. So I'll listen to every song as many times as I can.
We might be in a tomb, no pun intended.
Like, I'm going full hyper-focus mode.
This is all that I'll be listening to for the next week.
Yep.
Probably.
Yep.
But also, everybody's saying Rain's a beautiful song. Love that. Atlas later says Tomb was definitely the experiment that led to Eden's overall sound. You'll understand what I mean as you go through it. So I think we gotta keep moving, Derril. What do you think?
Let's keep going.
I think we talked enough. Did we talk enough about the summoning? I feel like we did.
I mean, we talked a lot through the summoning too.
Well,
so
we're gonna move on to the next one then. I wasn't hooked out of it immediately.
I got hooked because it sounded like a Nintendo game with a Boyz II Men song over it.
That's an interesting comparison. I kind of like that. I like that.
That's, I guess, a generational thing.
I don't know. This song I feel like this song's a baby making song.
Oh, I mean, the whole album is baby making.
It's fair enough.
Like, it's a relationship.
Somebody should just make.
Thing is this,
listen, if somebody doesn't name their kid Vessel, I'm gonna be very disappointed.
Oh, I don't know about that. Don't encourage that. Not everything has to be so big and bold. Like, there's dynamics. All of these are. Sorry, I'm getting close. All of these are in reference to like vocal styling. The sound is Sleep Token and only Sleep Token. Like, I can't compare them.
Agreed. I respect
Yeah, the
it.
thing I like about Granite is that flow, right? Like the da 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 ga da 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 ba da ga ga. Like that's a very like that like slow
Yeah,
or
yeah,
smooth
yeah.
R&B style, like, and the vocals match too. Like they're soft, and the music is really kind of the heavier.
The main focal point. Yeah.
Carries a heavier focus. But yeah, I think that song is kind of like an argument, almost like a, what's the way I should say it? Not like giving up, but like just being burnt out. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you know, it gives you that feeling.
Yeah, I think it's this was probably the most interesting of the singles that were released. I would also probably put it in the same way as like Do You Wish That You Love Me. I think those two songs really work well in tandem together because I think they were the most like out of bounds like songs, and that's also probably including Aqua Regia because those all felt like what's going on here kind of a thing. Because if everyone remembers when Chokehold and The Summoning were released, those were like obviously heavier songs. Granite does have a heavy breakdown, but that was kind of the transition, right? I think that you listen to those, Granite's like kind of that midpoint, and then Aqua Regia and like Do You Wish That You Love Me were more of that like electronic, like real, like out of like a little bit out of pocket sort of stuff, but still really worked within the confines of like what Sleep Token is, because you can hear like moments of Tomb, you could hear moments from like Sundowning where like I think you can draw the parallel a little bit more, and I think for people that were like, oh man, I really wanted another heavy song, and then you get Vor and you're like, okay, well,
yeah, which they honestly, like, I liked the way they released Vor as like, yes, heavy as fuck, boy. Right? Like they hit you with that, and then they go, oh wait, check this out. And then they show you, you know, like easily the most pop oriented song they've ever released. Like Do You Wish That You Love Me was like it
literally
like
pop.
I like, yeah, but I like the feel. It almost feels like it's supposed to be a little awkward. And the way they released it was a little awkward. Like I just thought it was funny. Like it's been a good release, and here we finally get to listen to the whole thing. I've had more people tell me Ascensionism is the song that I'm gonna love the most. People that know me.
People that know you.
People that
I didn't tell you. I didn't tell
better
you.
than no. We didn't talk at all today. We literally was like, "Yo, we're gonna meet up 30 minutes before, do sound check, make sure we're good, and then we're just gonna jump in."
Yeah, I think this one. I think both Granite and Aqua Regia really kind of put you in that mood. Like I think it was definitely odd. I also liked what the Light Shine said for the Summoning or clickbait.
Yeah, hey, man.
Big facts. I love it.
That's how we get each other's attention these days.
I also got a comment. Jared said different moods, love all three. I feel you. I imagine he's commenting on like Sleep Token, Bad Omens, and The Weekend, which I would agree. They're all different moods. Ah said like different. I like different Sleep Token songs depending on what mood I'm in. I feel like that's pretty fair to say. You know, there's some songs where I'm just like, damn, I need a heavy one. And then there's some that I'm like Aqua Regia, just vibing, you know. So,
and I agree with you. I think music in general is that way for me, but this band offers so many different things that it's easy to listen to them all the time.
Exactly. Well, we're not gonna keep you with more bated breath. We're gonna get into Aqua Regia, guys. So let's get into that one. Oh, that piano, man. Layering, I'm telling you.
You wonder how many small things like that you think are like synths that are just him singing random shit.
They're like, he just goes into the booth and he just continues to just add layers.
Dude, I would.
If I had that voice, yeah, shit. The jazz. Oh, the jazz chords, man. Ooh. I'm curious what live songs they're gonna pick.
I love that you chose two songs that I haven't listened to yet. That's exciting.
I like how Atlas Slater was so poignant in the fact that he is going to choose Rain and the Apparition as like live songs that they are going to play. That has to. I mean, I feel like that's kind of
that's saying something.
That's saying something. Yeah. Oz said, I honestly don't know who else was playing with Sleep Token. I left after they played. Oh, man. I mean, to be fair, I think if I saw Sleep Token, I feel like I would be, like, sufficiently just broken as a human being, so. And this was, like, sundown. I'm guessing it must have been, like, sundowning era, right? I don't think Tomb was out.
Yeah, no, because I don't, like, by the time they released, This Place Will Become Your Tomb, it was like during COVID, wasn't it? I have time blindness, so
I also have time blindness.
I have to like go look it up. But wouldn't you know, I've been listening to Sleep Token all day, so it's already on my Apple Music.
Oh, there you go. Euclid would be awesome too. I think that would be. Listen, if it's the last song, I think that would be pretty tight. I honestly still believe that they are not going to have any openers, and I think they're going to do all 3 albums. That's
from
my
what
guess.
I understand, because they've already been touring, right? But from what I understand, they haven't played with any bands. Like, it's basically been to like going to like the theater to see a show.
Really? I thought they played with like them. I thought they played with like Northlane and stuff. I'm pretty sure when they went over to well, they live in the UK. I mean, when Northlane went over to the UK.
Well, maybe. I don't know. I mean,
I don't care. I think
they
if
haven't
it's
made
just
any
them,
official announcement that I.
If it's just them, I think it would be sick. If it was just them for like 3 hours, I would fucking cry.
It would be sick. I wouldn't mind if there were other bands, just for the record.
Yeah,
but it would be sick if it was just like. But yeah, I heard that like some of the shows they've done, at least I guess, have just been them. They play 2 50-minute sets with like a 15-minute break in between. They've got the backup singers and everything with them. Like,
Jesus,
I would be in for that kind of treat.
Too. The Light Shiners said I could see them pretty much doing all of them. I would agree. Yeah, they played Sundowning tracks and Jaws. Nice. Okay, we like that. CJ thinks that I don't think Sleep Token is touring with anyone on their tour this fall, so I'm sure it's going to be a long set. Yeah, it's just them for like an hour and a half on their Australian tour. So,
okay,
that's the infamous fart video, I think.
I mean, I know obviously they're doing some of the festivals too, like Blue Ridge, and there's another one.
They're doing Riot Fest, I think, too, in Chicago.
Thank you, Azaru. Yeah, so definitely confirmed. Yeah, that's what I thought.
I know in the UK they did. I know in the UK they had support, but that was not. I think Australia was after UK. No, the UK. Right. Yeah. So like that would make sense.
Yeah.
I don't live in Australia, so that's my fault.
And
which would be sick, by the way. Shout out to all the Australians. Atlas Slater said they don't have openers. It's a 14 to 15 set. So that's a pretty significant set if you ask me.
Yeah. I mean, awesome.
And Ozaru said saw them a few weeks ago in Sydney, no support. So I'll take it.
Thank you for the confirmation.
I'll take it. So, but
Agreed.
Aqua Regia. What were you gonna say, Derril? I cut you off.
I did see the promos of a new look, a new mask. If anybody's into that side of it, it looks a little more sinister. I would say. Okay. It looks like there's like blood around the mouth.
I did see that. I think I also saw the same thing. Kind of nuts.
And the eyes, there's like 3 sets of eyes, right? And like they change depending on. It's fun. I think that's just somebody with like paper mache and likes making masks, honestly.
Either way, I would respect it. Holy shit, what's happening to your camera?
I don't. I moved. Maybe it's old and I need to order a new one.
They're it's the Sleep Token ninjas are coming after you. They're like, how dare you reveal what's going to happen at worship time. So,
So we got Vor next.
But Aqua
and
Regia.
Then we get to our first new song.
I know. Well, let's just briefly talk about Aqua Regia. I think this one threw me for the most loop. I think out of all of the singles, this one was very like very jazzy, very like R&B, like soul style kind of music. So
yeah.
It's definitely a lot out there.
I could listen to it and eat a nice dinner like by candlelight.
Yeah.
Like it has a vibe, right? Like it's super chill and like at peace. Yeah. I guess is the way I could describe that.
Which is funny because Vor comes out next. It's like the
complete but it's like the calm before the storm, like the way it, the way it plays out between the two songs.
This storyline, man, I'll tell you what, I love it.
I love a good storyline.
Yeah, it's great. Beast Gohan is the best. I want Sleep Token to come to Houston. They're not coming. Are they not coming to Houston, Derril?
Dude, they're not doing pretty much any of the Southeast over to like Texas.
Oh, damn. Said that piano solo is chef's kiss. I agree. That I feel like that fits very well with Daryl's motive of saying like it's like a nice dinner, Yeah, I can see that. You just look over and like Vestal's just doing like a nice piano part, and they're like, "What is that guy doing here?"
Yeah.
Then I'd be like, "Man, I don't give a shit. Let's listen to this man's voice."
We should go to the bar after dinner and check out the rest of his set.
Yeah, that sounds great. Beast Gohan is the best. The Light Shiner says the best. I think they are going. Texas is later this year. I forgot which city, and then somebody said Dallas. Oh, Beast Gohan said Dallas.
Oh, does anybody know the venue in Dallas?
Oh, my God. Wait. What the hell is happening here?
Hello, camera.
Oh, my God. You said Dallas, and he's gone. He's been eviscerated.
Love that, like, Chino style, like, weird doubler.
Yeah. That it feels like those are like real Japanese inspired instruments.
Yeah, I can't think of the name of that. I just love when a chorus comes back in with a music drop.
Oh yeah, they're the master of good choruses. Man, we're at the precipice of the new shit. Are you excited, Derril?
I am. I'm trying not to think about it too hard. I'm going to catch them on the chat.
All right. Well, this is great. All right. So this was Vor, guys. Track 5 off of Take Me Back to Eden. You can check the links below to go pick it up. Pre-order it. I know it's on vinyl, CD, I don't know, everything. Cassette, probably. So, very sick. Go purchase it. Go support the guys. They're great.
Cassettes are definitely back in.
All
right, the Light Shiner definitely. I have an overall distaste for songs that just kind of fade out.
Fair enough.
From a singular perspective, it feels like there's no conclusion. So I get that. I can't argue your point.
I would agree with that as well. I think in the context of a single it works because it's just like the one song and it's like, okay, I get it. But for the sheer fact that there's like 6 other songs to listen to after this, 7, I feel like that's kind of rough. So I don't know. I agree. I think they could have done it differently to still make it interesting where it kind of fades. But who knows? Maybe it bleeds into Ascensionism really well. So, I mean, we don't.
And that's, yeah.
I'll give it the credit. I'll give it a low credit. As much as I don't, as much as I'm not feeling that. But
I'm just saying, I won't argue. I won't argue there.
J. Royce Soccer said a mandolin. I don't think it was a mandolin in that part.
Oh,
I know it's a very specific, like, Japanese instrument. I'll have to look it up on my phone or something. But
hold on a minute. I'm on it.
Captain Gut says, "Get ready, boys." The Light Shiner says they could have ended it so much better, like let the piano play out or something. I would agree. I think they could have crossed it I think they could have crossed the threshold a little bit better. Again, we have not listened to Ascensionism yet, so I feel like the verdict's still out on that. So we could probably speak on it a little bit more after that. But yeah, I agree. They could have probably ended it a little bit different. Everybody keeps saying "Let's go," so I think we're gonna be moving on.
Koto was the name of. Sorry,
y'all. Oh, Koto.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, it's like that.
We're here for new songs. Let's go. I know we're all ready.
I know. Everybody's excited.
Ascensionism.
Jared said, okay, I could only listen to Vor once because I couldn't get into the screams. Maybe need to reconsider. Forgot about all those good cleans. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's some good. This one was a good mix. But listen, guys, I know you came here for the new songs, so
I came here for the new songs.
We've also both came here for the new songs. We've been waiting with bated breath. So let's go. We're doing it. Ascensionism. Are you ready, Derril? Or we're rocking it now?
Let's do it.
All right. Oh, the piano.
Oh,
all right. Fuck. Oh God, I can feel it in the chest. This is 7 minutes long. Is it actually 7 minutes, Derril?
7:08. It looks like. He's mad.
We both had the same reaction. On the weekend, Steve. All right.
Jesus.
Oh. This is what? The vocal layering in the back too on top of this. He really said genre, yes. Oh man, what? I can't. What is going on?
And it's just like hitting you over and over again with different things. But not really. The timing.
What is going on? We really did come to worship today, Derril. I tell you what.
This is like meditation, man. In through the nose, out through the mouth.
That minor chord.
Felt that in my butthole.
I can't. What the fuck, man?
I didn't. What's fucked up is I didn't want it to end.
I also didn't want it to. Oh man,
that rattled my entire body.
I can't. What the fuck did I just listen to?
What do we think, everybody?
Oh Jeez. God, Jesus Christ! All right, we got to go through some of these.
How do I even unravel that? Like, it hit us.
Somebody said this isn't even the punching part. We're not even through the rabbit hole yet.
I know, man. And watching this back, like, oh God.
All right. Well, I gotta give it salutes. We're at 50 viewers right now, which is the most I think I've ever had. So big salutes to everybody.
Welcome.
Well deserved. I think, arguably, because this band needs to blow the fuck up if they haven't already. I mean, they have.
I mean, they already have. Like, they're doing a world tour and have like billions of listeners.
CJ said Sleep Choking is in their own genre at this point. I would agree. This is wild.
Yeah, we talked about that a little bit earlier, where he was just like, no genre. We're not doing that here.
Okay, Vessel does everything except the drums. Producer is Carl Brown. That's what? What?
Yeah, I mean, they've had great producers on all these records, but that hits so big.
That's insane. Yeah,
and it's clean. The clarity, the production.
I'm glad you could join me for this, because I feel like we could have talked about this on the phone, but it wouldn't have done it the same justice.
Oh yeah, no, we had to do it this way, Jared. We wish you were here, man, but that was so good. Like, so good. I gotta pull up lyrics. I don't know the lyrics of the new songs, obviously. Like,
I gotta read some of the, as you pull up the lyrics, I gotta read some of these comments.
Yeah, dig in.
Somebody said, oh my God, we have so many fucking comments. Thank you guys. This is awesome. I'm so stoked. Light Shine says, now you see, I wish Vor would have kept the piano going on this one. Agreed. I feel that 100%.
Yeah. I feel that one.
I think that was a misstep, but hey, we'll make it a pass because that song was so nuts. Production credits: Carl Brown mastering, Vessel 1, Vessel 2, everything else. I'm so sad I didn't discover Sleep Token until this album. I've been spending the past few months going through their whole collection, and they're absolutely incredible. Well, welcome to the club, Sally. Welcome to the worship club. we're here. Jared said, welcome to the album. Said short as 7 minutes. Agreed.
Yeah, thanks everybody.
This one's so good. Man. I could see why they held back on this one. I think they could have went more, honestly, but hey, I respect it. Songs like these are the reason why I love them so much. Shouts to Michael. Voice of the Boa 2, love this album. Paravellium says Vessel produced with Carl Brown. Vessel did all guitars in studio. I2 did rhythm and Brown mix. That would make sense. I want to talk about this. It's so bad, but I don't want to spoil Worship. Thank you, Captain Guts. I appreciate it. Sally Pants seeing in September. So are we. We're going to be at the Philly date. So if anybody's at Philly, come say what's up. Joa says, cheers from Brazil. Worship. Salute. The Worship gang's here. I lond it. Oz Galar says, go, go, go. No time for things to feel. Just worship. Agreed. Bond, not Brown. So, Carl Bond. I'm just going to say that. I'm probably butchering it.
Diamonds in the trees, pentagrams in the night sky. What a dude.
Voice of Boa 2 says, spent the last 30 minutes listening to new tracks. Best album so far. We only one new song in. Somebody said we're only one song in. So, listen, we could talk about this song so much, but I think really realistically, no one else could do it. So Sleep Token did it. That's my comment. What do you think, Derril? Before we
hit me full on hit me with a trap beat, and then I seriously I gotta go back and soundbite that. I said, "Oh my god!" right in that little space between the breakdowns. Just I love that shit. Hit me harder and lower and heavier with your fucking beautifully crafted low gain guitars. So good.
I gotta read Voice of Boa 2 says keep going. Jared said, boy, I'm so glad I got the flu so we didn't have 50 people watching me get cocked on tequila and sobbing incoherently. Respect.
On that,
you could have done it. Hey,
let's jump in. Are you really okay,
jump in.
Jared?
Yeah. Are you all right? Come join the chat. Best part of the song was Vessel whispered in my ears.
Oh shit.
All right. Well, we're gonna move on to the next one. Matthias says next one, man, is just God level. All right. Well, listen, we're moving on. Are you really okay? I don't think we are, but we're gonna do it. What is? Oh, this guitar is beautiful. Pineapple says, wait till track 11, the mood switches. Alice Slater says, isn't that just called the Sleep Token experience?
I mean, this is the Sleep Token experience.
All right, are we gonna cry, guys? I need to know. I'll fucking cry. No, I'm not. And we won't be.
These lyrics are insane, too. Jared, the 90s reminder. Holy shit, man.
I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if I'm ready.
What you're in for. Yeah.
I don't know if I'm ready. This is.
We have to go into the next one.
You think we do? Well, let's take a moment. Let's take a moment to talk about it. I feel like we got to give at least a little bit of brevity to the track. But I will say, I think very similarly to Do You Wish That You Love Me? I think that the simplicity of this track is what really shines the most. I think it's really kind of just
it's a power ballad, man.
It's a power
ballad. Straight up power ballad.
Yeah, and I think
nothing insanity wise, just true raw emotion just splayed right out.
Yeah, I think it's just very emotive, and I just love the way his voice just kind of flows throughout this song. There's just something about it that I think even in the more tender moments of Sleep Token, I think he's still able to kind of infer that sort of emotion. Not that I don't feel like it is in heavier songs, but I think he really shines in slower songs like this. Take Aim is another one that I think is just another fantastic slept on song from Sundowning. And I think I can kind of find a little bit.
That's my favorite song to sing on the album.
Oh, it's such a fucking good one. But I think it's I think for me, it's I can kind of draw little comparisons to some of those songs that are maybe same with Higher,
I mean, that is such a heavy song. And lyrically, if you read through these, it can be perceived in a lot of ways, but it feels like an anthem to people to as I got
it's
you.
like
I
a
get
chest.
it.
It's like a
Kind of
pit in
thing.
your chest. Like there's something about this album that I feel like was maybe a little bit like not as noticeable maybe in Tomb, but I felt like with Sundowning you feel that pit in your chest, especially once you get to the final song Bloodsport, so I think this is kind of, I can feel that pit in my chest that I felt in Sundowning. So I'm, I don't want to draw the comparison to that album because I love that album, and we've really only listened to this album for the sheer fact of just, again, listening to the songs. But yeah, this is wild. I can't believe it. So this, I don't know. If you have anything else to add, Derril, we might as well add it now, but we're gonna get into the Apparition. I think we have to,
Word. Just, that's high praise from Lakota, comparing it to Meteora. Like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, that's pretty up there.
That's pretty awesome.
So
all right, yeah, let's do it, man.
We're doing it.
I'm
all
ready.
Right, let's go.
I don't know if I'm ready, but the Apparition is calling me.
All right, well, same with us.
Worship.
Let's go. Thank you for joining me, Derril.
Thanks for having me, bro. There's an angry attack on that piano.
There is, yeah.
I felt it. I knew it was coming.
Oh, this is so sick. What? This goes hard.
Oh, I like that. It's like the better breakup record I've ever listened to. I already agree.
I'm glad they kept these ones a secret. I just want to say. Oh, God.
Jesus.
I am literally shaking. This is wild.
Oh, boy. I mean, that is such a highlight of their hip-hop elements.
Oh, man, they've been crushing it.
I could never write that. Like, that such flawless transition between all of those parts. Like, this is, I think one of the biggest reasons they fall into the progressive metal category is because of their progressions, but it's not all metal, right? So, like, gee,
I would agree.
Good.
I would agree.
Guys,
Tag X
so
Vega. I would agree. As I loved Heavener, but thus far, man, this is insane.
What?
That drop, this was wild.
Drop was so good. Like, and it was like, in this intuitive feeling I had, like it was coming for me, and then it hit, and I just straight up grunted at you.
God, well, I did the same thing. I very rarely do I feel like I'm ever speechless on things, but this might be the album that will keep me speechless. I don't know. I would agree with that.
I don't know. Yeah. This, like, and then, oh God.
Somebody said Heavener clears with ease, but this is number 2 won't change. That's interesting. I don't know. I feel like that's pretty up for debate. I mean, again, we've only listened to this one time, and I don't feel like, I mean, I had a pretty visceral reaction to Heavener, but I don't know, man. This might be on another level. Like, that was, don't get me wrong, I absolutely loved it.
I'm not going to do any favorites tonight because...
What, song-wise?
Like, I'm gonna go through several listens of the full album before I even pick and choose songs. But,
oh my God.
The Light That Shineth made a good point. Sorry, I was trying to remember who said it.
There's also so many comments. I just want to shout out.
Yeah, and I know, and we're not gonna. I don't know if we can even keep up with all of them, man. Like, y'all are in it, and I love it. You
guys are awesome. Appreciate it. Yeah.
Like said, in case you guys haven't figured it out, the best songs are the unreleased ones, and it's like these are the songs that like I deep dive into. Like, I'm gonna have to listen to all these so many times just to form a real opinion on them because there's so much to listen to.
I can't. Yeah, this is wild. I think this song, again, very similarly to I think all of the other like songs that we've heard that are new. They're just out there. Like, there's just something about it that I think is unreal in the sense of like, again, you can say that Heavener is a fantastic album. You could put it as your album of the year, certainly. But you also can't say that this is not arguably the most diverse record you have listened to, you know? Because I think without saying that diversity is not an important aspect to an album, I think that that's important. I'm not saying there isn't a lack of diversity in Heavener, but I do think that both of these have a specific way that it impacts the audience. And while I kind of do agree that diversity doesn't equal better, I do think that they are making the same impact. I think there's a way to do it lyrically and have that sort of approach impactfully in that way, and then musically it can also be impactful as well. So I don't know.
Or you could be Sleep Token and just do it all at the same time.
Or yes, they could just hit it with yes, you know. So I don't know. Both I don't want to get into an argument. I think that both albums are great, but I think for the album we're listening to currently, I can't say in the current moment right now I have very high strong emotions right now. So I don't know. That's all I'm gonna say. That's my 2 cents. But yeah, I don't know. I want to. This isn't an argument to get into for people. I just think that everybody has their own opinion. They can choose what they like. It doesn't really matter. You know, if you love that album, great. If people love this album, great. It doesn't matter. You all sleep very soundly at night. It's all good. But we're going to move on to the next one because I feel like we got to keep going. You know, we got to keep the momentum hot. Do you wish that you loved me? Is that what we doing that one? Are we going to skip it? Do you think we should skip?
Yeah. Fuck no, we're not skipping it. This is a full album listen, man.
Fair enough. Okay, we'll do it.
This song, though, I want to point out that somebody told me that they see it from a perspective where he's speaking to himself, like this song specifically.
Oh, that's a good observation. I like that. Oh, the harmony. Oh.
Yeah. Was this song specifically put here to like lighten the mood up so that I just get crushed all over again? Is that what's about to happen to me during rain?
Big facts. Big fucking facts. This is like say you're emo, but say you're not emo.
Yeah. There's so many different elements from different genres and time periods, and all of their music is so good.
That call and response. Oh, I love this. Can't, Derril.
Dude, I don't know if I'm ready for rain. That song is so good.
I gotta say I want to say, because I also said it in my reaction video, but I do think that this has such an earworm quality to it. Like it doesn't matter if you don't like the song or not. I think for the sheer fact that the hooks on this song are what's nuts.
Yeah.
Arguably.
I mean, the catchiest of vocal lines, so easy to sing along to, and I love it.
Everybody's saying MTN reacts, salutes. Thanks for joining. Everybody seems to know him, so I'm also gonna say hello.
Oh, hi. We are reacting now.
We are also.
Just a little context.
Did you finish? Did you?
This is my favorite band. This is my best friend. I came on to hang out for the night for his podcast, and
I love Derril.
Apparently, these next 3 songs are gonna wreck me. So if I cry with me, okay?
Yeah, same. I am. I'm gonna. Okay. I don't know. I love this. Big salutes to MTN. I'm gonna give you a sub after this once it's all over, because you seem sick. And thanks for everybody watching. I do appreciate it. But listen, we're getting into rain. I know. I see rain in the chat. Let's rock.
It's time, dude.
We're going full bore, baby.
I'm ready.
Oh, this just hits the beat. Oh, I can feel it in my body.
This has to be played live for everybody that's saying that.
I hope they play this live. That descending riff. Oh. I am literally getting chills.
Yeah, man.
I'm getting chills. This is wild.
We're all gonna do this live.
We have to.
For anybody that goes and sees me live. Fucking worship, man.
Oh my God. Fuck. What is this?
Oh, man. we came here to talk, and I just keep getting hit with these waves of like.
Oh, we're crying at the end of this
euphoria.
for sure. We're
Dude,
definitely crying for sure, 100%. There's no fucking way.
Thick with a lot of C's on it.
Yeah, that was so good. Oh my god,
Bro.
guys, that was track 10, Rain, off of Sleep Token's newest album, Take Me Back to Eden. Again, if you guys missed out, I'm joined by my best friend Derril of the band The Ansible. You're not to plug his band at this current time but hey, listen, go check them out. They're awesome.
Thanks, man. I was still sitting there thinking about that song, and the chorus is already stuck in my head. Rain down on me.
If we aren't singing that shit, live, then you might as well just get kicked out. That's all I'm gonna say.
Dude, that's
everybody
gonna
be singing in
vibrate our
unit.
feet. That's gonna vibrate your feet live, like that low. Oh my god, the tuning is so low. If anybody knows what tuning that song is in, I think it's gonna drop E, but like
it's gotta
low
be down tuned. Yeah, I was like, it's definitely gotta be down tuned.
And it might have a pitch shifter on it. That bass has got like all kind of fuzz on it too. It just hits you so hard. I love that.
Oh man, I can't. I think this kind of solidified the unreal nature of this album.
This may well be album of the year. I've seen it a few times in the chat. I'm inclined to agree thus far.
And we still have 2 more songs left. That's what's nuts about it.
I know. Yeah.
And then
what's next?
Lakota says, now if you notice, if anyone is familiar, they did the same release angle with Vola, with the exception of Do You Wish That You Loved Me? They just were like, hey, these aren't singles, they're just a few.
Yeah. Well, that's
so, what if we release some new music, huh? Yeah. I feel like that was their vibe. I'm not.
What's funny is I have to, I can't go to sleep before I listen to the whole thing again after this.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Maybe we'll run it back. I don't know. We'll find out.
God.
But listen, we have to listen to the title track, and everybody I know has been beckoning our call to listen to this song, so we're not going to make you wait any longer. So
welcome, Flash. You are just in time.
Welcome to Flash. You are. Let's rock. All right, title track. This is a big one. Big money, baby. I'm glad I get to spend this with my best friend.
Yeah, man. This is cool.
Oh, everybody's saying buckle up. I'm not ready. 8 minutes?
Oh,
yo,
yeah,
bro,
dude.
they can't be doing this to me. I love this like ethereal kind of lo-fi-esque thing they got going on at the beginning.
Meditation. What a cool fucking melody.
And phrasing. The layering. What is going on?
Oh, the riff slaps. Fucking hey, dude.
Is there like an injection I can take for Sleep Token? I need this like in my veins.
What did she get T-Pain to react to this song?
Oh, yeah. It'll be wild. This kind of feels like a callback to Aqua Regia a little bit.
Yeah, it's like the darker.
Did he change keys?
Yeah. Yes.
Why?
I'm gonna mute myself so I can turn my monitors on.
Oh no. Oh my god. That double, what? The double bass. What the fuck? Oh, what the I'm gonna need a minute, guys.
Sorry.
You were so caught up in the song.
I've been talking forever. Okay, that's my favorite song. I don't know. The amount of stimulation that I just received from that song is insane. It's insane.
Oh my god.
So good. I haven't even looked at chat. Fucking worship.
Yes,
for
fucking
real.
worship. Jesus Christ, this is insane.
And are we calling this Euclid or Euclid?
Yeah, yeah. Well, that probably wouldn't help us anyway because it's gonna be in text. So unless somebody spells it out for us.
Well, yeah, like you can do a K
I
in
think
the
it's
chat for
I think
clip.
it's Euclid. Oh, this was nuts. I love this song.
Dude,
I can't. Like, it goes through
there's so much to unwrap there. I don't even know where to start, man.
it goes through so many stages. Like, I think for the sheer fact that it kind of sets you up into this Euclid. Okay, it's Euclid, but everybody's saying it.
Thank you.
I think people got it. Anyway, I think for me this was just such
That's getting
a
ridiculous.
powerful song. Everybody's saying get the tissues ready, so I don't know if we're ready. I don't know.
Dude, I have been instructed not to read the lyrics of this one. In fact, I've stopped reading the lyrics altogether because I'm gonna deep dive into this anyways. But wow, man, like
that ending.
I'm so glad that I'm coming to Philly to see them with you.
Yeah, Philly. If you're coming to Philly, come say what's up to us.
Yes.
No, Brandon,
please,
it's not Euclid.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, Jared. All right, I'm not very good at the whole
kid.
pronunciation thing. Okay.
Ooh, kids. Euclid.
Euclid.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Euclid.
There's a bunch.
All right. We'll just go with Euclid.
But it's time.
It's time.
It's time to cry. In fact, I'm gonna grab some tissues.
Are you actually? I don't have tissues, so I'm gonna use a paper towel, which might actually be worse. All right. Well, I don't have tissues, so I feel like this is gonna be a terrible thing.
I got a towel I clean guitar strings with around here. I can use if I really need it, I guess.
Okay. Well, listen, guys, take me back to Eden. 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10, 12 out of 10. I don't know. I don't know.
Thanks for hanging out with us too.
Thanks for hanging out. This is amazing.
And being patient while we talk about this stuff, because I know you want us to fly through it, but
yes.
Holy shit, a lot to unpack.
There is a lot to unpack, but also I gotta give a salute to literally 76 people. I don't think I've ever had this many people. Ever. Period. So I don't want to keep you guys, but listen, we're gonna do it. Euclid, we're doing it, Derril. It's been nice knowing you. What beautiful piano. I love it. That vocal effect is so tight. The vocoder.
Yeah. I'm a sucker for it.
Woo! This is wild.
It's still the autumn leaves.
A callback!
I can't. Oh, another lyrical callback. What the fuck?
Oh no.
Oh, that musical callback.
Oh, yeah. Fuck off. Oh my god.
Oh, another one.
It's full circle. It's full circle.
What the fuck? I can't. No, I can't. We can't. No, this isn't happening.
Oh my god.
I hope I paused this
full
song.
fucking circle.
Oh, what the
trilogy, a bond from start to finish. Now, something kind of scares me about that a little bit, but what?
Oh no, I can't.
That was
unreal.
Worship, man. Like,
worship.
How long have all of these songs been written? Like, the amount of time and effort and to
interweave everything together. There is so. I'm sure someone has broken it down far better than us, but or will
take me back to Eden.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Thank you. One of you told me not to read those lyrics. Thank you, because
yes, thank you. We would have definitely been like, holy shit. That was great. That was a good move.
I'm dumbfounded, man. I'm so glad I got to experience this with everybody here tonight. That was cool. We got to do this more often.
We do.
But dude, oh god, what a beautiful way to
homage.
end an album.
I think it was just a beautiful homage to what Sleep Token is.
At first I started hearing it and I was like, this reminds me of The Night Does Not Belong to God.
Yeah, I also think Paravarium said that we missed a lot of callbacks, which I think, to be fair, like, we were probably just so flabbergasted by however many like songs there are.
Don't worry, I'll catch them
Don't
all
worry,
eventually.
we'll be in the comments after this. Hopefully, it doesn't, you know, Spinefarm, please don't take my video down. Thank you, I appreciate it. But I can't. I don't even think I could really surmise this album, which is very rare for me. But I don't know. I genuinely, I think this was one album that I think, to me, kind of mixed all of the best aspects that I've loved over, you know, finding out about Sleep Token. And I think obviously I have Derril to thank for that, certainly. But I can't
full circle.
That is also full circle. Yeah. I don't know. I just don't.
Okay, hold on. Before, I don't want to jump too far because I was waiting for somebody to say something like this. Oz said, "Now Vessel without the mask." Yeah, that's kind of where my brain went when all of a sudden I realized that they brought the whole trilogy to a close. What happens now with the lore? To my deep divers, like, yeah, do they unmask, or do they change into a different mask? I don't know. That's crazy.
Well, it could be. I mean, as you mentioned earlier, they have new masks, so could it be just a new storyline?
Oh yeah. What if the next trilogy is some a totally different trilogy story?
We should just have a lore episode after this.
Oh my god. I could talk about
sick.
it forever.
I think that'd be kind of sick.
I love stuff like that.
But I guess going as a whole for this album, yeah, we don't have any clue, to be fair. I think there's probably stuff that
with Captain Guts, there's already a new mask.
Yeah, that's what I'm pretty sure there is.
Super different, but like it's still a new one. Like it's different.
But I think, as you mentioned earlier, Derril, I think I would love to just have this suspense of it. I don't really care. Like, I mean, I care about the lore, but I don't, like, I'd rather have their anonymity remain that way, so that, like,
right. I want to know, but I want to know on their terms. Like, I like the whole process of all of it. Like, the amount of creativity that's involved with this is
next level.
It's worth listening to all three records just for that, you know. But
big facts. Yeah, I think the thing that they could have, I think the thing that was really just nice, and again, I think that just the way that they sent it off in that way, I think they didn't have to do that, right? But I think for the sheer fact that they did it is really important. I think I think it also shows that they care about their fan base in that way, because I think most bands wouldn't even really think about that in that kind of concept unless you're maybe like a Coheed and Cambria or something like that, where like the story arc and like the process of the lyricism is really that it's so attenuated between the two. But I don't know. This was just insane, and I think that it has such a replayability to it. Like, I think if you're an outside fan and you don't know what Sleep Token is, and you found out about him through, I'd imagine, TikTok or something like that, like, this is not gonna. This is just like, oh, this is a sick record, I like it. But I think for people that have been with the band for, you know, a long period of time, I think that's that weight of allowing people to kind of, again, experience those moments that where you listen through to these albums and you're like, oh, okay, these are amazing records, but to kind of culminate this album with this song and kind of, again, wrap up the trilogy in that way, you can't ask for anything else. I think it's just a very beautiful send-off, and I think intuitively, I think it's that they care about their fan base in that way, I would argue.
I have nothing but nice things to say about the band. So if you came here looking for criticism, I am not the guy. Like,
same. Yeah, I don't have any either.
Like, the whole thing, like, I'm sitting here trying to process all of it, and it's like I'm going to be able to tell you right now what I think of it all. But
I also think,
I think I'm flabbergasted. I think I caught some little callbacks here and there, which I expected. But I didn't
deep dive. We didn't deep dive.
I didn't see Euclid coming. Like, yeah, and again, we didn't I made sure not to read anything about people's opinions of the new songs because I know a lot of people like got records early and
this guy. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there was like a mess up and they shipped out a bunch of the vinyl pressings early.
They did. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, I did see that.
And luckily I was able to avoid all of that. But
wow. I also think the fan base is pretty good about keeping everything under wraps, though, to be fair.
For the most part, yeah.
For the most part. I mean, obviously, if you go looking for it, I think that is. Doro said, or Doro Row. I don't know. I'm fucked up right now. This song.
Doro.
Yeah. It says if you deep dive enough, you'll find what you're looking for. But if it kills off part of the appeal, what you find underwhelming, to be honest. But God, I agree with that. I think there is that sort of level of anonymity that I think that what I love. That I think that's part of the mystique of the band. You know, like that's what I was talking to. That's what I was like kind of talking to my mom about earlier when I saw her. She was like, yeah, I think they're good, but like I also like that they wear their masks. Like that's something very like mysterious, and I think that's kind of like the best way I can surmise that band. And I agree with Lakota saying that they're a gateway band 100%. I think there are certain songs that I think if you showed it to someone that, you know, is more a fan of pop music, like you would be
for sure.
You would be like, shit, the crossover is nuts.
I think that the sheer experimentation of like mixing all of these genres, because that's the thing, right? Like we heard so many different things in all of their music, but especially in this record, like the amount of choices that were made in like all right, we're really gonna push the limits of this. And we're gonna add this into it at the same time. And then, by the way, we're gonna make a ballad, a power ballad that's 7 minutes. But when you get to the end of it, you're not gonna want it to be done. And like so many other things, man, this is just so good.
I don't know if Mama Z worships in the way that you're thinking, but yes, she does worship for a different way.
Oh,
like religiously, but not. I don't know if I showed her this type of music. I don't know. We'll find out. I'll give you the 411 on that one.
I will say my mom likes Sleep Token.
I feel like there is a level. I kind of agree with Lakota's quote, which was what Punk Rock MBA said, which gimmicks sell. I kind of agree with that, but I also don't. Like, I think there is a level of like, there's just a level of honesty within their music. Like, I think they're like, if you look at it from an outsider's perspective and you're like, oh, okay, they wear masks, like, sick, you know. But I think if you were like, I think that kind of gets you in the doorway, you know. And then who knows? Maybe you will become a Sleep Token fan, which we all hope, because this is sick. So I mean,
I hope. I don't even care if you're that big of a fan, but like, you should experience
Sleep Token. Oh yeah, this album. Well,
thank you. So good, man.
Thank you for joining me, Derril. I know, like
thank
I said,
you for having me.
This was wild. I think I needed someone to experience this album. I don't know if I could have done this by myself, to be fair.
I'm. You know what? I'll be honest. This is the first time that I've listened to a new, like a front to back record listen for the first time with somebody else since I was like, I don't know, 15, like 20 years probably. Like, that was cool. Like, yeah, I want to do this more often. Anytime you let me know, you're like, hey,
you let me know, man. You come on, you bring me an album, we're gonna listen to it from front to back, man. I think that's
it.
I'll
be here.
I wish
thanks
Jared
to everybody
was here.
that showed up.
I
posted in some of the fan chats and stuff like that that I'm a part of.
You guys are amazing. I love all of you.
Super happy. This was so fun, man.
Yeah, I wish Jared was. Jared should have been here.
Yeah, Jared was gonna join us. He has the flu. Poor guy.
Okay, so Oz said, which one do you love the most of this first listen? Oh, that's tough. I don't know.
I mean, Take Me Back to Eden just like, kicked me in the. Just kicked me a bunch.
Yeah.
In a lot of places.
But then in Euclid just like kicked you while you were down, you know?
I'll be honest though, I am a sucker for sad songs. Like, I am an elder emo 100%. So Are You Really Okay? Like
That was that one
that
was a
was
good
the
one.
one I shed a few tears on, and it hit me, gave me chills. I mean, all of them gave me
Oh, I was
chills.
gonna say, yeah, that's to be fair. I do feel like, and maybe I don't know if you guys can agree on this, but I do feel like the singles hit a little bit less. You know, I feel like the singles now, like in hindsight, like not that I don't think they're bad songs. I love them, but I
Yeah.
think that like they like I was a little bit apprehensive because I was like, oh man, they released a bunch of singles. Yeah, I know. Well, I'm also kind of in the same category as Elder Emo, so I'll take that mantle as well.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing I'm going to say for the singles. Obviously, they didn't deep dive the way
Yeah,
that a lot of us here like to do, right? Like we're here because we want to get into those super intricate, complex songs. We love those. But as many times as I listened to all the singles, I didn't want to skip any of them, and I was
yeah,
happy to sit
I
here
would
and
agree.
listen through them. But also, I mean, in case somebody here just happened to hop on and they're like, "Oh, I've heard about Sleep Token. What's it sound like?" I didn't want to ruin it for anybody, so we're gonna play them in order. But but that speaks volumes for those songs too. It's like, hey, we still hold our own. I mean, none of them touch "Take Me Back to Eden" or
Yeah,
Euclid for
I
that
would
matter.
probably say I don't know. That's really tough. I normally pick 5 of my favorites. I don't know. That'd be really tough. I
Picking 5 is not tough right now. There's only 6 that we hadn't heard before.
That's true, but I mean that would include obviously the singles. So, I think the last 3 are untouchable. I'd argue.
Yeah,
I think
I
those
think
3.
Ascensionism is really good.
Yeah, I would agree.
I still put the Summoning in my top 5 though. Like the groovier the
Yeah,
song, the more I'm gonna be into it personally.
I
I
feel
mean,
I would agree with that. Yeah, I would also. So I guess my 5 would be in no particular order. I think I would put Rain, Take Me Back to Eden, Euclid. Oh, man, that's tough. Ascensionism, I think I would throw on there. And I'd
damn,
probably put the
dude,
summoning. I'd probably put the
I
summoning
cannot
on there.
wait.
And I would honorable mention Do You Wish That You Loved Me. I think that's what I would choose. What do you got, Daryl? I know this is tough. I'm not expecting you to hold your bar on this one, but
I mean, I think I'll stick with what I was saying before. It's like definitely Rain, Take Me Back to Eden, Euclid, and I really liked Ascensionism. Like that one caught me really
yeah,
hard
that was a
too.
vibe, yeah.
And then the Summoning, I I I just dig the fuck out of that song. Like hit me with that funk bass all day, every day, please.
The apparition was great too. I don't know. It's tough. I
It
can't
was
I don't think I
I
could do it.
yeah.
I don't think I
Don't
could
make
do it.
me choose.
I know, man.
I
I'm
feel
sorry.
bad for not picking
that's
the other songs.
that's what they want us to do, you know? They just want us to be upset about it now. The Light Shiner says the singles were more in your face, quote unquote, but the second half is kind of deeper and takes more of a bit to get into. I would agree with that. But
Yeah.
I also think for the sheer fact that we listened to it for the first time in the moment, um so I do think there is I do think that there is that level of like, okay, like the newness. So like you're immediately sucked in because it's a newer song, you know, and you've been kind of
Yeah.
waiting for those new songs. But I don't know. I think I have to give it more of a listen. Maybe I'll put a pin comment down after the review and let you know what I thought about all the songs after listening to it. Maybe a week later. Like I feel like I have to sit on this for a little
Dude,
bit before.
I'll revisit this with you next Friday.
Let's do it.
But we're not doing 2.5 hours.
We're not doing 2.5 hours. Yeah, that's a little
We
rough.
do this
Yeah,
every time. You know that?
I
Every
do.
time it's
I
like,
do.
I got 45 minutes an hour, and then like,
I do this
you
every
know,
time. Yeah, I'm up till like 2 a.m. every time I do this on a Thursday night. When there's an album that drops, I got to be on it. Especially if it's
dude,
one that I'm really
so
stoked on.
worth it though.
It was so worth it.
So
I
worth
think if I listened to it, earlier, like if I got to listen, if I listened to the stream that I got earlier and was gifted earlier, I don't think I would have. I don't think it would have really had that moment. And I also feel like, not to give a shout out to the chat, but I think that is really what made this special to me. Because I think seeing other people's excitement, I think seeing other people's excitement for the album and seeing what songs people are most excited for, that's always a great thing, So I don't know. I was really pumped about it. So I won't give a shout out to chat. Kudos to chat. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah,
I think you really made this experience awesome. So
Lakota, I agree. While controversial because of the troubles they went through.
Yeah, I would agree as well.
Well, with one member who's not in the band anymore, even though I don't know if they're a band, but Issues definitely, they definitely paved the way with that last album they put out to give space for bands to throw some funk into the mix, and like Polyphia too, I mean,
I would agree. Yeah,
they tour with metal bands, and you're like, are they metal? No, they're just incredible. Can we just call them that? And,
I would agree.
But yeah, man, like, thanks for being here, and thanks for having me to hang out with you, man.
Oh, you know it, guys. Well, honestly, thank you guys so much. It was a true blast and a true pleasure to be a part of the Sleep Token community. So thank you so much. It was so much fun. And guys, if you are coming to the Philly date, come say what's up to us. We'll be hanging out. So please don't be afraid to say hello and say if you watch this, because I honestly will probably be shitting bricks if you told me you watched this live with me. So I always love that. That's, to me, is one of the coolest things. So if you are hanging out in Philly, please say hi. I feel like we are very approachable people, arguably. Would you agree, Derril?
I don't live in Philly. I don't know, man.
Yes.
Sorry. Yes. You and I are very approachable people. Absolutely. Yes.
I didn't say I wasn't speaking.
I was trying to read chat and I missed some of what you said. Just full being honest there.
I got you.
But yeah, definitely I would love to sit and talk about music and appreciate everybody hanging out with us. That was super cool, man. It just hits different too when you're with
a
bunch of people,
It does. Well, chat, thank you guys. It is very late for us on the East Coast, so big salutes to you guys. If you'd like to hit that subscribe button, like the video, let's share the worship with everyone else. It would be very sick. And also, again, I'm gonna hit him with the last plug. Please go check out Derril's band, The Ansible. They're great. I love them. I always talk about Derril's band, but I think he really does crush it. So please go check him out. And if you do, tell him I sent you, because I did just now multiple times.
Also, like and follow Audio Addiction on YouTube right now.
Oh, thank you.
Gotta make sure you get your buddy back.
I got you. Well, thank you guys. It was a pleasure, and I hope to see you in the next
worship.
one.
You're awesome. Appreciate you. Again, we'll see you in Philly.
Yes.
Otherwise, we'll see you here sometime.
If not, let us know how your show went, because we'd love to know. Make sure to tag us. Guys, good night. It was a pleasure. I love all of you.